then this would mean then that where energies are being imported and collected, give off nothing. And there would be nothing for you and I to see. So we are only aware of the giving off parts, but they assume there must be collecting parts in order to have the eternal regeneration. So well, the only possibility would be we bounce something off something, but everything's such motions that by the time the information comes back, you bounce something off something that many generations have gone by, and somebody forgot to ever set something out there. But suddenly became very interesting to realize that when you don't think about Earth as standing still in the middle of the universe, when you really get your senses going along with your knowledge, that we are then a little collecting, we're an importing center of universe, where the sun's radiation and this other star radiation is being impounded by the photosynthesis. Just think of that extraordinary matter. The energy is given off by the sun, as we've been able to see in the most recent photographs we have from space with the least aberration of optical aberration. These extraordinary flames going out incredible distances, but enormous irregularity. And you and I on our planet just far enough away so life doesn't get dehydrated and burned up by this enormous radiation. And the radiation coming through the atmosphere, we would be burnt up if we get outside of it just nakedly, so they have to have all the spacesuits when you do go out there. But the sun radiation is then refracted and bent by the Van Allen belt and by the ionosphere, bent enormously by the atmosphere, and bent into red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, so that then we get to non-lethal concentrations. So the energy is being separated out and getting bent more by the waters of the earth. And so many bendings that finally the sun radiation, instead of being bounced off reflectively off a polished ball, getting bent, and impounded on our planet by that energy being caught as heat and heating up the waters of the ocean. 3/4 of the earth being covered with water, and water taking on heat and losing it, letting it off more slowly than any other substance. So it's very stabilizing energy impounder of the water, stabilizing the heat operating around our Earth to such an extraordinary extent that the annual variations that you all know do not really add up to 1 degree Fahrenheit over very enormous periods of time. If it gets just a little variation, it works towards an ice age, a little away from the ice age.